From responsibility and sacrifice to the importance of personal connections and the fight for justice, what does it mean to be Spider-Man?
Remember, with great power,
there must also come great
responsibility.
Responsibility is a core theme of Spider-Man's character, but it goes beyond the simple adage of with great power comes great responsibility. These are the words that set the foundation for what it means to be Spider-Man. For Peter Parker, responsibility is about more than just using his powers for good and stopping villains. It's about taking ownership of his actions and their consequences, recognizing the impact that his choices have made on the people around him. They remind us that having abilities and gifts is only part of the equation. The true test is how we use those gifts to help others. Peter Parker took upon the responsibility to protect the citizens of New York. He puts himself in danger to protect others, and he's willing to make sacrifices to keep them safe. But yet he also understands that his actions can have unintended consequences, and that sometimes the best intentions can lead to unforeseen results. Knowing that his choices can have an impact on his loved ones, he tries to be honest and open with them, even if that means facing difficult conversations or admitting his own mistakes. Later in his career, Peter has had several important mentors who have helped him learn more about the nuanced aspects of responsibility. These relationships have helped him grow as a person and have given him a support network that he can rely on when times get tough. The role of a mentorship in the Spider-Man mythos highlights the importance of learning from others and seeking guidance when faced with difficult challenges. Everyone needs help and support from time to time. Ultimately, responsibility is about recognizing the impact that our choices have on the world around us, taking ownership of those choices, both the good and the bad. Responsibility is a fundamental part of his character, and it's what makes him a true hero as both Spider-Man and Peter Parker. As Spider-Man, he has faced countless threats to the safety of New York City and has repeatedly put himself in harm's way to protect its citizens. From battling supervillains to facing off against threats like alien invasions and global pandemics, Peter has always been there to do his part in protecting the city he loves. In the iconic One More Day storyline, Peter makes a deal with the devil to erase his marriage to Mary Jane from existence in exchange for saving the life of his elderly Aunt May. This heartbreaking sacrifice shows just how far Peter is willing to go to protect the people he loves, even if it means giving up his own happiness. These sacrifices are a testament to Spider-Man's character and his unwavering sense of responsibility. Despite the personal cost and the constant danger he faces, he never wavers in his commitment to doing what is right and protecting the people around him. And it is this willingness to make the sacrifices for the greater good that has made Spider-Man such an enduring and beloved character for generations of fans. Being Spider-Man is not just about physical strength or heroism. It's about facing our fears and overcoming them. Every time Spider-Man faces off against a villain, he's not just fighting for justice. He's confronting the darkness within himself. At the heart of Spider-Man is his relatable day-to-day struggles. Peter Parker is a flawed and complex character who faces everyday problems alongside his superhero duties. From juggling his love life and his responsibilities as Spider-Man to dealing with the loss of loved ones, financial struggles, and balancing school and work, Peter Parker is a character that many readers can relate to. Through his struggles, he reminds us that heroes are not invincible, and that even the most extraordinary people face challenges that require strength, resilience, and determination to overcome. Through the pages of his comics and his appearances on the big screen, Spider-Man has inspired generations of fans to face their own challenges with courage and to never give up in the face of adversity. As a high school student, Peter has to deal with the usual pressures of schoolwork, extracurricular activities, and social life, leaving him exhausted and overstretched. Despite facing these difficult challenges, Peter remains determined to succeed as a student and a hero. As Peter, he has relationships with friends, family, and love interests that he cares deeply about. But as Spider-Man, he must constantly put himself in danger to save the city from villains and threats. Often putting a strain on his personal relationships, he's forced to make tough decisions about when to prioritize his duties as Spider-Man over his life as Peter Parker. Peter has faced numerous personal tragedies throughout his comic book history, including the deaths of Uncle Ben, his girlfriend Gwen Stacy, and his best friend Harry Osborn. These losses have had a profound impact on Peter, and he's had to work through his grief and find the strength to continue being Spider-Man, even when he's faced with overwhelming odds. So, what does it mean to be Spider-Man? It means being a hero, not just in action, but in spirit. It means facing our fears and standing up for what's right. And above all, it means using our gifts to make a difference in the world, just like Peter Parker did when he became the one and only Spider-Man. While we may never be able to swing from buildings or shoot webs from our hands, we can all strive to live up to the ideals that Spider-Man represents. By taking responsibility for our actions, making sacrifices for the greater good, and never giving up in the face of adversity, we too can be heroes in our own way.